Here's another good question. Gary. Gary's on top of things today. So you'll notice here that there's these little plus signs next to the tabs. So let's click on one of those. Let's click on the one over by either one, doesn't matter. See, I clicked on a new tab. So it's giving me an option to add any of these resources. I already have most of them up. I can search for resources. But let's just say I wanted to add this images from a biblical and theological dictionary. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And all of a sudden, here's my open tab. So now I have two tabs. I have my dictionary, and I have the images. One. See? Tab. Now let's say I like the ESV, but I want the NIV. Let's do a search. It's not doing it the right way I want to. Let's try here.
So you have to click on the box where the Bible's open first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the NIV. Now notice what I've done here, and you guys can play around with it now, because you can't hurt this thing. This is why you're here. Just open some different tabs with different resources on your screen. Open some different tabs, okay? And notice that in your packages, I think it's a New Zealand, Australia thing, that your NIV is defaulting to the 84 version, and not the 2011 version.
Yeah, you're right.
I know 2011 is available because I have it on mine. Now, I'm not sure if that's because I bought mine in America or not. See, you get into these different world licensing things, publishers, Zondervan and all that kind of stuff. And it's very confusing, right? But I've run into people in Australia that have the NIV 2011. But I'm not sure about New Zealand. So that's something you'll have to take a look at on logos.com, okay? All right? But the 84 is up there. Drag and drop. So open, type the command, drag and drop. That's how you, or you can hit the plus sign, right? And choose different resources. How we doing on this, okay?
Is there a way we can change the font in the various programs?
Good question. Haven't fooled around with that in a while. Yes. Someone call me?
I just said cheers.
Oh. Everyone okay? Yeah? Are you guys playing around and opening and moving around? You're waiting. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here in the interest of time. To get rid of all your windows, what do I do in the command box? Close all. And I'm back to the home page. Raise your hand hands, let me know when you're back to the home page. Everyone? Okay. Now let's take a look. Let's go back to the library for a minute. I'm just really upset that I can't move this to the, that's weird. This is normally a shortcut bar here. Very odd. Okay. Let me go to the tools menu for a minute because I just showed, what was your name, sir?
Amos.
Amos. Seeing this tools, okay, I went too fast. Okay, tools, click, program settings. See it? Click. This is how your program settings operates, okay? And here's where you want to set up everything that you want things to happen and do and blah, blah, blah. So, you can see where at startup, at the beginning there, it says open to home. You can choose blank layout if you're tired of looking at that initial screen. You can choose the blank layout. I don't do it, but it's available. Or you can choose, look what it's done here. This is important. It says most recent layout that you were in last time. Or in Will's case, it gives me the option to open to that one screen we saved the layout for. You can open, the minute you turn on Logos, you can open it to that layout if you want, as a favorite. Yeah, it's like your favorite, correct. But for our purposes, that's up to you guys. You control that.
So it's basically sitting up the homepage the same as we open.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. Check spelling while typing. Recommend you keep that on yes. Now, do any of you guys here do papers? Write papers? One person?
Not anymore.
What style? Look, click that citation style. See all the styles that popped up? What's your favorite citation style?
I'm trying to APA 6.
Okay, so keep APA 6. What do you like, Will?
Turabian.
Turabian, that's my favorite too. So we're going to change yours to Turabian. Where it says copy citations, yes. Copy footnotes, that should be a yes. Languages, those are the languages. Look, Roger, Afrikaans. Look at that, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you started to perk up. Huh? It doesn't get any better than that. Brazilian, Portuguese, Dutch, English, of course, Spanish.
Yeah, we haven't got.
I'll keep yours on English.
Thank you.
Play sounds, look, sounds, alerts, all of this stuff. I would suggest keep it on yes until you either get tired of it or you don't want it, and then go to program settings and change it to no. Okay? It's always good when you're learning a program to default to yes. Scaling 100%, you can change that if you want to more or less. I keep it at 100, that way your windows will be all out of whack. You can choose your resource panel background. If the white's too bright for you, you can do light gray, paper, etc. Again, this is all your choice.
Almost halfway.
Use internet, that would be good. Automatic down, okay, here's where you go. Remind me when I get out of the screen, you're good at it. Remind me that I need to talk about automatic downloads. Otherwise, I'm getting old and I'll forget. I don't have my 5-year-old here to remind me of everything I've said in my entire life. It's like one of those scrolls in the old Egyptian days that wrote down everything. All right. Now, here is where you can control send feedback. That's where it's reading what you're doing. Remember I talked about the home page? If you don't want to do that, click none. And it won't. Well, it's like when you buy things, it reads what your interests are and it adjusts its marketing and things to offer you. For instance, I have a lot of resources in Spanish in my logos. So naturally, it reads that and it's constantly sending me updates and things of Spanish resources. It would never send that to you unless you bought a Spanish Bible. That's what that is.
Do you speak Spanish, do you?
I do, it's my first language.
Oh, really? Are you Spanish? Oh, okay.
Didn't you listen to my intro?
Obviously not. Sorry about that.
Do you listen to the English side of it?
One of the things I do, believe it or not, is I teach English as a second language to students coming into Australia that want to go to uni. You know, they have to have, I assume it's the same thing here. You have to have a certain level of proficiency, otherwise they won't let you in. And one of the toughest things, Ruth, for these students is listening, taking notes, and comprehending. It's the toughest thing by far. By far. I think it's tough for us too. It is. Yeah. My wife would tell you that I'm not a good listener either. Okay. So feedback. Okay. Now you have. We were talking about this with Amos. He asked a question earlier about fonts. So you can see where it's right here. It's at default. There's a